finished getting ready. Tonight is going to be my first circle. So the best way that I can describe circle using UOB terminology is essentially a circle is what we used to call sports night. But all the societies and sports also circle. So it's a designated night where all of the like sports and etc. get together. So circling is where they get together for like a big prees. But the only thing is, unlike at UOB, these prees aren't like... So at UOB, you used to have prees at somebody's house, right? Prees at somebody's house. We're preeing at a bar, which means I can't bring my own booze. I have to spend my hard-earned cash on prees, which I'm not too happy about. I kind of missed grabbing a bottle, bringing it to somebody's house. You know, everybody's laughing because I've got Ray and nephews or whatever. You know, so... Essentially, it's the same thing as sports night where we all get together for a prees, but every sport has a costume. And today's costume for me and the person that I've been paired in, because it's rhymes for cheerleading, we've got, what was she again? Oh yeah, Queen, prom queen. She's the prom queen. And I chose to do hygiene just because I am underprepared. I haven't got any costumes ready or anything yet. All of my old costumes are back in Brum. So hygiene means that I'm gonna get some gloves, some cleaning gloves. I'm gonna get a spray bottle or something. I'm gonna go full Kim and Aggie. That's gonna be the theme. So I'm going to head out now. It's still a bit early. I mean, I'm not heading straight there because I think it doesn't start until like 7. It doesn't start until late. But I haven't explored Coventry yet. It is raining a bit, but hopefully it's not raining now. We will see. We will see. I'm going to do some exploring of the city and then I shall head over to campus much later. So like they have them, but obviously I don't really want a whole pack of gloves.
Welcome to the party, big mayhem. It's time.
Hey guys, so I've just come back from my first circle thing. So today I went with the cheerleaders because that's who I had the ticket with initially. So I showed up there with the girl I was paired with, and I don't know how it happened, but we won tonight for like the best themed people. So I just had my gloves on, and I had like tissues, and apparently that was like one of the best pairs. Like with her prom queen, I mean her prom queen outfit was amazing, but I literally just had like gloves and some wipes and stuff, and we were the best paired. So then what we had to do is we had to like between us go back to back and then do like a splat type of game thing, and then who won would get the next free pint. And of course I won because it's me, like, I don't want to lose anything. I don't want to lose anything. I'm like, I literally did my time with guys for like the past 6 years. So like as soon as they were like, you know, because it was like say a bunch of words and then you meant to like turn around, and one of them I thought they said the word because the word was devil, and obviously with devils in it. I turned around, but I was just playing with it because I knew they didn't say that. And then when it got to devils, like, because we both had water guns in our hands, and like depending on who splatted the person first would win. Of course, I went a bit ham, so I won. And then like, yeah, so I've won a free pint. And then, like, so, all the freshers had an F on our foreheads. And because I'm technically classed as a fresher, I had an F on my head with, like, a bunch of, like, second, third years. And I was just like, you know, whatever, like, I'm here, like, you know, I'll join in or whatever. But the president, like, a couple of hours later, she come up to me and she was like, oh, no, let me wipe it off. And apparently she's wiped it off because it's not there anymore. Like, I have photos of me with the F on my head, though, so. Yeah, it was pretty decent. Like, I was just enjoying it. So the circling thing was really good, but then, like, the after party, you know, the sports night, technically, it was what sports night is back in Birmingham. So I was there. There was one girl who was Ghanaian. I'm not sure, like, the background of the other girl. But the other girl was all, like, she lived in Coventry as well. She was like, oh, you know, there's an ACS night or something. And I was like, oh. She went because she had the ticket. Me and the Ghanaian girl stayed for a bit. But then, you know, so, like, the girl I was paired with was lovely. Like, you know, she properly introduced me to everything. She didn't spoil me on some of the games, because some of the games, like, there's a rule where the older girls can't tell the younger girls, like, what the rules to the game is, so they're meant to get stumped. But me being a bit of a veteran, you know, and kukiyomu and all that, like, I can sense the vibe in it, so I'll just jump in. Speaking of kukiyomu, so I posted something that Yuki Chiba posted on his Instagram. I just put that on my story. One of the guys from law school back in Japan hit me up. So we were just having a back and forth, and he was just saying, like, you know, he's been to England before, he wants to come back. He said because he said like, when I met him in Japan, he said to me that he wanted to do an exchange at University of Birmingham, but he didn't get the space. I mean, COVID and everything, so he didn't get the space. But he was telling me that when he visited London, he was telling people he wants to come to Birmingham, and everyone was like, what do you want to go to Birmingham for? Don't go to Birmingham, don't go to Birmingham. Like, brother, if you ever come to Birmingham, like, hit me up, I'll show you the city, you know. And I was saying to him, like, you know, Birmingham's a bit boring, but it's boring for somebody who's lived there for 24 years. You know, like, even as an adult, like, I lived in Japan going back. Birmingham's good because I know people, and then I know where to go with the people. You know, that's what sells Birmingham. I'm like, if you want to go to Birmingham, you know, you need to know the people, because that's how I have fun, is I'm there with my friends, and he's all like, yeah, you know, friends make the night and everything, because, oh, it's cute. But he's like, I want to go to Cotswolds, and I'm like, I only went to Cotswolds once, and that was after I came back from Japan. I went to Cotswolds with my mom. I don't know why, I feel like I've been, because I went, but I was in Lichfield, I wasn't in Cotswolds, but, like, I went to, like, a shopping centre with a guy I was seeing not long before I went to Japan, and in my head, where we were was similar to Cotswolds. I don't think it was Cotswolds, because I went there with my mum and my sister, not too long after I came back to England, and I said to him, you know, Cotswold is the place to go, you know, as long as you want to spend loads of money. And he's like, I have no money. Like, he was from law school, so I said to him, you know, when you're making that lawyer money, you know, come through. But he's like, I want to be a lawyer in the UK. And I'm like, I want to go back to Japan. So we were just having a back and forth about, like, you know, the differences. Because he kept saying inflation, which was sending me. He's like, when the Prime Minister of the UK solves inflation, I'm like, do you know how many Prime Ministers we had between when I first went to Japan and now? We've had like 4. Like, and none of them have solved inflation. Inflation is a thing, but like when the yen dropped, that was a bit more of a thing, at least to me. Like, I was seeing my student loan money, you know, £200 difference between when I was given it and when I could actually spend it. I was like, oh, the yen is dropping. You know, the yen dropped after I left, but generally speaking, the yen was not doing that well when I was in Japan. Like, so both of our currencies are struggling a little bit. But I'm like, if you ever come to the UK, let me know. You know, I'll show you around and thing. But circling was pretty good. You know, it's just like, I think it's very intense. They have rules for the drinking games, which are fun. They are very fun, but Birmingham doesn't have that. Birmingham is so chill compared to Warwick. Warwick is like, if you don't catch on, if you like kooky yomane, like, we will stomp you out. Like, there was a girl who was like struggling a little bit. She wasn't a fresher though. I think they went lenient on the freshers. But like, she just kept stumping at the same game, and like, yeah, like, I enjoyed it. I really did. I think this is what I expected Birmingham to be like, but it wasn't. But that was 6 years ago. Like, I'm a bit old now. You know, I'm having fun, which is the important part. But like, 20-year-old me would have been like, yeah, I'm into it, and you know, I would have been straight into it. I would have probably been running for social sec, because I spoke to one of the former social secs. I'm like, I'm a former social sec as well, you know, like, but their social secs have a whole different role. Like, it's so different to Birmingham. Like, it was good. I enjoyed it, and everybody kept asking me if I was enjoying it. I was like, I am enjoying it. I don't know if I have like a poker face on right now, but I promise. And then I won it. I don't know how I won the costume thing, because my costume was so slapdash, but I won it and it was fun. So, you know, I think I'm gonna probably show up to development, like I said I was. This is the thing with me, like, if I get... This is why I said in my last vlog, I'm kind of hesitant about, like, enjoying the social aspect, because I know that I like being involved when it comes to drinking and being social and things like that, but how is it for sports? Because, you know, the cheerleaders have a lot of people who only show up for the social things, and I don't want to do that, and then, you know, more serious only show up for, like, you know, it's a bit of a commitment with the money involved. Like, in Birmingham, you didn't have to pay a sports fee, you just paid for the sport itself, and then you showed up, you know, like, oh, I want to be a member of, like, I mean, I think, I'm saying that, but I'm comparing everything to Muay Thai. Muay Thai at Warwick is a sport. Muay Thai at Birmingham was a society, so I didn't have to pay extra collegiate fees. I just paid, and then, you know, we're on campus anyway, so it's a lot. But I had fun today, and I finally got to explore Coventry.